What is going on, warriors and farmers of Tamaris? Back again with another video. Brand new season, brand new seasonal talents. Today we're gonna check out what is going on. There is something with this seasonal talent that people need to pay attention to. If you don't, you're going to pay the price. Today I'm going to address that. If you're new here, subscribe for more content. Share this video with your alliance teammates so they don't make a terrible mistake. Let's get started. Okay, warriors of Tamaris, brand new season, brand new seasonal talents. But there is something going on. They usually say read instructions before you do something crazy, which is what you should do for these seasonal talents. First of all, you only get 15 points, which means you're not going to be able to max out 2 talent tree branches. Previously, we were given 21 points. We were able to max out 2 branches. Now, you can only max out 1 and then have 5 points left to distribute to other branches. But before you do something crazy with these seasonal talents, you need to read the instructions. As you can see here, I have my season talent points that I haven't allocated yet. That is because I took the time to read the instruction and see what it says. So let's go over it together. Number 1 says talent branches. There are 4 unique branches of season talents. Each branch has 4 levels. Okay, let's go to the second point. The first talent branch you choose to activate will be designated as your primary talent branch. You must spend at least 10 talent points in this branch before you can activate talents in other branches. Again, guys, you must spend at least 10 talent points in this branch before you can activate talents in other branches. The restriction this season is crazy. So what does this mean? Let's go back to the season talents. So many people have got 1 point right away, and I don't think they read the instructions. Many people have put their point here in back in business battle preparation. Now the instruction says the first talent branch you choose will be designated as your primary talent branch, and you must spend 10 talent points in that talent branch before you go anywhere else. So if you started by putting your 1 point here, congratulations, you are screwed. You have to put 10 points all the way up to here, and then you will be able to activate these other talent branches. I hope I am mistaken in reading this thing. I hope I am the one with the mistake. If it's me, then just ignore what I'm saying. But I think you should be very careful with these talents for this season. So let's go back over here. So if you put 1 point here, this is your primary talent branch, and it says you must spend 10 talent points before you move on to the other branches. So if you've done this, you're screwed. You have to put 10 points here before you move elsewhere, which is why I haven't really allocated my point. I am waiting to get more talent points to check and confirm if this is the case. Let's say I get a second talent point. I'm gonna put 1 over here because battle acuity is what I want to go with. So if I start by putting 1 point here, this is going to be my primary talent tree branch, which means I have to spend 10 talent points here, which is good for me since I'm gonna be trying to get long range warfare. I'm also torn between long range warfare and this thundering stampede, which is why I haven't decided yet. So when I get that 1 extra talent point to make it 2, I'm gonna put 1 here. Then I'll try and see if I can put another 1 here to activate it. If it refuses, it simply means I'm gonna have to put 10 points here before I can pick something here. So as always, guys, make sure you read instructions first. Otherwise, you're gonna pay the price. I am glad I read this thing because yeah, this is gonna be crazy for a lot of people. If you mess up, you're gonna mess up your reset chance. You get 1 every 40 days. So for most of people who have already messed up, you're gonna have to waste your reset because I'm pretty sure many players have picked this or this one just to try out. So it's usually a good idea to read the instructions. Now there is something that they added here in the instruction as well. I think most people have missed it. It says you can choose to activate 1 or both talents on each level of a branch. So as you can see here, each branch has 4 levels. And then over here it says you can choose to activate one or both talents on each level of a branch. What does this mean? It means if you want both of these two skills, you can get them. You can get long range warfare and you can get arcane hindrance. So you're gonna go all the way up to here, up to long range warfare. That is 10 points. And then you have 5 left. You can put the other 5 over here and get this as well. So that is what it says here on this instruction over here. So this is what I wanted to point out. You guys gotta be careful before you mess up. If you have 1 point, I suggest you keep it. If you don't know what you're gonna be doing with your talent tree, because the first place you put your talent points, that will be your primary talent branch. And you must spend 10 talent points there before you move on. And now let us do a quick overview and see what is really going on with this talent tree branch. Since you're going to be spending 10 talent points on each branch, it means you're going to have to go all the way. So what does this say? You will gain some 1 stack. I don't think this is a good one. Prayer of Light. Now this is something you must get. Your marches are going to go back to your city very fast. When they get killed, you will be able to refresh faster. This is going to be very good for like sending never-ending infantry in the front line. This is going to be amazing. Now the second branch is the hack and slash. Your melee legions gain hack and slash upon entering battle, increasing their attack by 1% every 1 second, maximum 5 stacks. This is going to be a good one. Someone running multiple melee marches or even multiple infantry. And the next one, you reduce resource healing. Again, guys, you can pick both of these talents as it says in the instruction. Each branch, each level, you can pick 2 points. That's the difference this season. And then the next one here is Together for Glory. So this one is you can create army groups and you can receive 100,000 merits. Not bad, not bad. And then here you have Unyielding Army. You can create an army group as well. And you're gonna get like some buffs. After creating an army group, when your army group's infantry units come under attack from ranged units in the field, they have a 15% chance to reduce damage taken by 25% and deal counterattack damage to their target. So this is going to be something for people who are infantry main players. So first of all, which talent tree branch should you take? If you are a fighter in this game, you only have 2 options, which is the mass warfare and the battle acuity. And we know a lot of people in this game are mage mains, which means you can skip out on this battle acuity and go with the mass warfare. Your infantry is going to be doing a lot on the field. Now, if you're an archer main in the game, you have no choice but to go with battle acuity just to get the long range warfare. If you don't get the long range warfare, you're going to become the tank for everybody else. And since we have long range warfare, many people are going to have it. If you don't, you're going to be sticking out. Your neck is going to be sticking out. When people go out in dot mode, you bring your neck to the open field, 100 people target you instantly, you're dead, and then you're going to blame multi-boxing. So you got to be careful. Get ready for that. If you're archer main, this is a must have. Even if it has been nerfed, you have to go with it. So honestly, there is no point for me to read all of this stuff because you have the chance to pick both of them. So over here, merit accumulation is a good one. And then the march speed is something you can take. And the cloud piercer as well is another good one for reducing defense. You can take both of these depending on your needs. Here, heart says 1 looks good. More range units mean more attack for each one. And then here, arcane hindrance. You can like, reduce the march speed of your enemies with your magic units. And then here you go the long range warfare. It's a no-brainer for any archer player. So Thundering Stampede is for cavalry units. It should be a good one. After creating an army group, when your army group's cavalry units launch an unyielding rush at their targets in the field, they take 40% less damage. Rush skill cooldown is reduced by 20%. Honestly, guy, I don't really know. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm going to do this season. Like, I'm torn between these two. I have 2 million archers and I also have a lot of cavalry. So I don't really know what I'm going to pick. I'm going to wait maybe when we're about to begin the war, then I'm going to decide. chances are I might pick this one and miss out on the long range warfare, since I also have like maybe 2.8 million mages. So I'm going to decide. We shall see what I'm gonna do. These two talents here looks promising. This is going to be awesome for mage players who don't have a lot of archers. This is what I would recommend. Okay, so we're gonna keep this pushing. We have field morale. What does this do? So here you deal more counter attack in a group, and then here you gain 10 more merits through combat with other players. You can gain up to 100 merits per week through this skill. Doesn't look too bad. Alliance keeps. Do people even stay in keeps anymore? Here we have your legion deals 3% more normal attack damage in the field. Yep, I think I would go with this one. This is the best way to go. And then here we have the exemplar. Too much stuff to read over here. So basically you will be able to create one of your legion to provide attack to everybody else who is nearby. It looks good, and you get extra merits for doing that, which is pretty nice. And then over here you can add 5 more extra legions to your exemplar buff, which is good. And then warrior's elation. When you cast exemplar on one of your legions, the legion and any of your legions surrounding them gain the exemplar buff. This does not count toward the total number of alliance legions who can gain buff. Okay, looks pretty good. Not so bad. But overall, these two will be the best for most people. You cannot take them all. And then battle preparation, you have gathering resources, which is nice. And then you have CP. This should be for your farm accounts. This battle preparation. And then this one is another good one. I'm going to save this one for the end of the season. I'm going to save my one reset for the end of the season. That way, when the war is finished, I come over here and grab this one and get 3% extra dead troops back. And then here, Darkness Destroyer. Also, this is going to be good for the end of the season. The good thing with this season, you can pick 2 points from the same branch. As it says here, you can choose to activate one or both talents on each level of a branch. And over here it says there are 4 unique branches of season talent. Each branch has 4 levels. So basic, standard, advanced, super. So you can choose to activate one or both talents on each level of a branch, which is pretty sweet. Over here, alliance protection. When your legion is gathering in your alliance territory, it cannot be attacked. While it is in combat, it cannot enter resource points in the field, okay? So you can just gather, be a farmer, you're safe. What about here? Fruitful alliance. When gathering from an alliance resource center, legion gather speed is increased by 50% and unit load capacity is increased by 50%. So this is good for farmers. This is good for warriors. Diligent Statecraft, you get 1 extra daily warrant every day. So this is the seasonal talents, guys. I'm not very happy with this because we only have 15 points. We can only max out 1 talent branch. And as it says here from the instruction, the first point you distribute will be your primary talent branch. You have to spend 10 points over there. You can pick both talents from each talent tree branch, which is nice. Personally, I'm still deciding between long range warfare and the Thundering Stampede. If you decide to go over here, you can pick this one and you can pick this one at the same time. You can have both of them. So that's pretty good. I think you might even be able to run 2 army groups, one with Cavalry, one with Thundering Stampede. As it says here in the instruction, you can pick both of them. So yeah, this should be interesting. Let's wait and see. And guys, I may be mistaken with my interpretation of what the devs are saying here. So what we have to do is let's collect 2 points and then test this theory. Okay, so let's say you want to main in this battle acuity, put your first point over here. And then when you get the second point, try to activate this one. If it lets you do it, then you should just scratch some of the things that I said in the video. It could just be lost in translation due to what they said over here. And that's what I have for the video, guys. What seasonal talents are you guys gonna pick? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you're new here, subscribe for more content. Until then, talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.